So what I'm going to do, this is the reason I've kind of got this set up. We've kind of launched everything in because we've just been to the shop, but to give you an idea of how fast this setup is, imagine it's chucking you down raining. 2 clicks, there's your flat area. I'm ordering the Omnistor awning, so once I open this door, it'll be a wind, that'll be out 10 seconds. We've got this door, drop the table, drop the steps down, and turn the power on. That's it, camp set up. Like I say, the next thing is getting this Omnistor awning, because that'll just be a case of winding out now, then you've got your shelter. And it's the reverse order when you want to get away. Like I say, I've got the kitchen inside, so I can make a brew straight away in if I wanted to, or I can just pull the cooking gear. It's all in this cupboard just here, bang it on there, and we're away. That's why I like it. And like, you know, when you're running late on a Sunday, something like that, you want to get yourself home. It's that fast to pack away. You can just launch everything in and worry about it when you get home. And with it being a hard shell, you don't really have to worry about airing things out and making sure everything's dry days after, because we live in a cold, wet country. Excuse the sweat. It's just a good setup for it.
How'd you take the awning out again? How'd you eat an egg banjo?
How do I ski? This is Stu's home for the evening. It's the project, so he's come up to just have a look what we're going to do with the cupboards and things like that. Drop off a bit more coins, so you're going to see more videos of this now. First thing, lockable box on there. He's having a pull-out drawer with the fridge there, so when he's cooking here, he's got the fridge there, he's got the sink there, hot water in the back, he's got the works, so yeah. Right, so what it is, we've had a long day, so we're going to have a beer with us tea, but while we're doing it, we're just sat here nice and quiet. I don't know if you can see where we are. We've got the polytunnels with all the veg, things like that. The tree line in between, it's getting bored away. They're making a right mess of the place with all the rabbits. So he's cut all the grass back and everything, bailed it all up and that. But while we can, it's a lovely evening. Stu's come up to have a look at the trailer and stuff. So we're going to do a little bit of pest control. So through the evening, we'll just have little bursts every now and again as they come out into the field and stuff. We'll take a few and they'll run off, give it another hour or so and have another burst. So yeah, that's our evening. And as you can see, Stu's got his accommodation there. So he's got his nice luxurious double bed for this evening. I've got my double bed for the evening. We've got a fridge with all the cold food and everything like that in it, and yeah, we've got a nice place to be. I can't ask for any more. The only thing that would be nice is a big fire, but I don't think that's going to permit the big fire, and it doesn't help for what we're doing. So we've retreated inside now. We've just sat outside for a while. I'm amazed because normally when you pull onto this field, there's at least 10-15 rabbits, maybe more, just sat milling about that run off. And then normally every hour or so they come out. I don't know whether it's because he's just cut the grass and they're not happy with it or what, because it was about that deep before. But we decided to sit inside a bit, because normally I do sit inside when I shoot. I look out this window and I bob out, but we're going to grab some snap now anyway. Need a bigger knife. Be careful with crusty pork pies, because they're pushed down to hands straight from the worktop. Stu's got 1 of 20.
You can't see.
I see the other side. It's I don't know if you can see that. Another 1 of 20.
I think they tilt down. That's up, tilt down. There you go.
I'll look after him, you know.
What's the crack with the next run?
So the next run, I've had the first 6. So obviously the first 2 or 3 went to a few of the lads. Then the other 3 went straight on Patreon. The next batch, again, Patreon. There's already people that have got they've already said that they want some, so it's first come first serve on that, because I can't remember who's got what. So I'm guessing the next 5 or so, they're going to be snapped up by them. Then after that, I'll probably put it up on Instagram, something like that, and then yeah, it's first come first serve again. I'd like to do more, but I think it devalues them by having more than 20. I might do another run, but it'll be this is what I've wanted for a long time. But what I'll probably do is do like a survival one, where you'll have the ferro rod, you'll have some fat wood with it, you might have something in the paracord, something like that. I'm not quite sure yet. It'll be a little bit cheaper because it's easier to make than this, but it'd be the same design but a different handle. And then at some point I'm looking at having a larger survival knife and a small neck knife as well. Just to have it's the knives that I want, so they're going to be designed for what I want and what I like, and then you've got the chance of like having what's in my brain, if that makes sense. And the maker, who's staying quiet at the minute, he's absolutely awesome. He really is. You can tell he's come from a heavy industrial background, because he approaches it totally different, and everything's just bang 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 done, and it's impressive how he does it, and it's in his little workshop in his garden. I think it's clever stuff. So it's about 11-12 o'clock at night. We sat here, we took a few shots and stuff, got a couple, but it's raining outside, so there's nothing really happening. So got a bit of YouTube on, we've got Cray Charles on the both ends, and we've got a bit of food. So yeah, diabetes, here we come. That's the only thing we're going to catch tonight, isn't it?
It most certainly is.
Right, so it's that time now. We've sat watching crap on YouTube and stuff. Keep looking out. We've got the windows all down this side, so I've got a window up in there, lamping out of that one, seeing what's about and doing what we do. And yeah, Stu's gone back to his trailer now, so setting the bed up. I'm gonna get a couple of hours sleep, and then periodically just gonna get up, lamp out the window, see what's about, and then we'll go from there. So probably next thing, there's not a lot to film, because I can't put the pew pew stuff on YouTube because it just hates it, or someone complains, or someone whines, or if they don't get where the carrots come from and realise that people have to get rid of the rabbits so they can have carrots. So yeah, I'll see you at breakfast. Right, so good morning. It is 9 o'clock. So pretty uneventful night. Did every hour up until about 5 o'clock, then did every half an hour. And what I'm doing on my big black window, I've got a slide out window, so from that black window I can overlook all this. I can just shoot out from my bed, which got a couple, but it's frustrating because they're all at the other end of the field, just running around, so they're just out of range. And unfortunately we can only use air rifles here, just because of noise, because there's a lot of other buildings and stuff around. So time for a brew. Coffee time. So yeah, not a bad night's sleep. It's just the only downside is I'm really tired because I'm not sleeping well with the heat and all the rest of it at the minute. But then you come somewhere like this, and I have a few beers, because I don't drink at home. I'll have a few beers and just crash out and sleep all the way through. But because we're doing what we're doing, you're waking up every hour to look out the window, and then when it gets to like first light, you're looking out every half an hour. So yeah, here's what it is though. Would like to have got a few more. We've just done a lap of the field for the tree lines and stuff, and got another one, but it's and if you're wondering, YouTube doesn't like it, so we're not showing it, but you know what we're doing. You can't even say that. You have to say pew pews. You can't even say the word now because the computer picks it up. But yeah, it's what we'll do. We'll have a brew, chill out for half an hour, and then probably cook some breakfast or something. Right, morning. So it's about that time. Got some eggs from the farm. Cook some breakfast. It's well overdue. So what I've done now, I've started to chop and change the storage system. So instead of it being the odds and ends, I've gone for more of the cooking stuff, seasoning, things like that. A couple of torches, because you want them to hand if it's dark. Tea, coffee, sugar, hot chocolate. can openers, things like that. Then what I'm doing is I've changed this cupboard out quite a lot as well. So this is like my cooking gear and things like that. So all it takes to set the kitchen up. Again, I've got the kitchen inside, but do most of the cooking outside these days. I'll put these on the side. Put a couple of little tabs on here. That's that set up. And get the rest of the gear out here. This is all then to hand. Gas bottle out. First stove out so we can cook the food on this one and stuff. If we want to do a brew at the same time or want to do eggs and sausages, can quickly just put a second burner on as well. And that is it. Move this all across. Let's put that right in the back corner. These over here. Like that. There we go. So then all we're going to do then, oh, we need a pan. Stick your pan on there. Do like square kettles. Whoever thought of that? Smart. Kettle on there. Job's a good one. I mean, I've got the twin burner and everything in there, but one, you're isolated from people, and two, you end up with that dampness and the smell and everything getting in the carpet, you know, on the walls and everything. So if you can get it out here, bonus. And like I say, get that awning over, and this awning's bang on. It's just, if I'm on my own, it's a bit of a faff to get in and out, whereas if I go for the wind-up one, it's no effort, is it? So that's what I'm kind of going for. Let's make some food, because I wasn't hungry till I got this out, and now my stomach's bubbling. For those that haven't seen it as well, we've got onboard water just here. So yeah, got this all painted up now. What I'm going to do is, at the minute, I've just got my spray paints and stuff in, just because I'm painting all this up and things. Started putting some the spare oils and things in. Got the firelighters in there. Got a bag of coal just down that side. So yeah, if I want pressurised clean water, so I've got my onboard tap here. That goes to my onboard water tank. That's just grey water. If I want to, I can fill this one up from that, and then this is clean drinking water that is filtered. It's one of the best filters on the market. So yeah, it is slowly coming together. Before anyone says you can just lift it out, you can't. It's bolted through. So unless you come in with a grinder, and then you can get most stuff off the vehicle. Yeah, and then gash bag just here. Camp cover gash bag. That's about where we're at. I think the only thing missing now is, like I said, the awning and a nice light under here, because I ain't got the light. So probably put a red one and a white one under there. Nice dual ones. This is good, isn't it? I've got Stu's. Look at this. I've even got a nice little pointer. Stu's number 1 of 10, and then the next one will be up to 20. There's a batch of 20 of these. Then I ended up with yours. Mine's in there somewhere. Yes. Right, so this is exactly what this is for, because the last thing you want to do is the sausage to explode, so you've got to just prick them a bit. So, okay, officer, it's a sausage pricker.
Ooh. Can you splice your sausages together with that?
Can I splice this? There's docking in it. This is where I'm doing this then, isn't it? You fuck. Not enough sleep, that's going to be not enough sleep. Do you like the smell of arm hair with your breakfast, Stu?
I don't know. I kind of like the smell of napalm in the morning.
can't believe we just did that. That was like weaponised autism or something.
Oh, great. Still down in that corner.
There we go.
Come on, say it.
What?
You know what?
Would you like some sausages? That's not going to do.
That's on YouTube for free, I think.
That's what?
Freddie Got Fingered. You can watch it for free. And just in case you didn't know.
That's it. At one thing, it was a cult classic, wasn't it? But now, as we're getting older, you'll say it to someone young and they're just like... And if that film came out 10 years later, that'd have been like the most epic film ever, wouldn't it? But because it was pre-internet kind of going big, it's just not. Well, yeah. Kind of like this. I almost don't want to take the plastic coverings off everything. That's mean that, isn't it? Look at that bad boy. That's so good I can't even get it out. Wow. God, what are you doing, front runner? You don't make that easy. Chuffy now. You're alright looking at that and trying to pull it. They're a little bit flimsy, but I suppose it's a weight thing, isn't it? And a cost. Because these are about 50 quid, something like that. And you add up all your different utensils. I suppose it is alright, isn't it?
May want to be. Whether that corkscrew actually works.
Do you know what? That was one of the main reasons I got it, because the amount of times we've got a bottle of wine and not been able to open it. Stu's loving it because mixed eggs are good eggs. There's a good selection there, isn't it?
It is. That is powerful.
Right, so front runner, you've failed on one thing. What's it not got in the set?
Got any tongs?
No tongs.
And I'm dubious with that spotlight though.
Stu's checked me as well. He just can't help himself. I got him number one out of all the knives, so he got me back, hasn't he? And he's got me a spike off of Dies in Every Film. If you haven't seen his YouTube, check it out. I'm sure you have. If you've seen this one, you'll have seen his stuff. But yeah, awesome
Only
build.
for splicing ropes though.
Yeah, it's for splicing ropes only, nothing else. Make some awesome knives and axes and things like that. That is a fat sandwich.
Fat sandwich for a fat man. Hot and spicy.
The only person I know that puts hot sauce on a bloody breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, boy.
It's because he's a tiger king.
With a big black cock. I'm not gay. I'm really not gay. Tattooed, fake-titted women that watch us, obviously, yeah, hit me up.
Yeah, just going to give everything a bit of a rinse off, give it all a clean. This is kind of what I was thinking for the setup. So we've got this here, just pump it up, get a bit of pressure in it. It's only got a little bit of water in now because you're going to store them with a little bit of water. Fill that up, you get more pressure out of it, but you can just hang this over where you're cooking. You can have it here, you can have it as a bit of a shower if you really wanted to, but like I say, we're just going to rinse the plates off and give them a clean, that's it. Right, so like I said, I'm going to do a little bit more of a run through of this because I didn't give it a fair chuck last time, and like I said, I pretty much wrote this off on the emails because I thought it was going to be the cheap and nasty kind of, I thought it was going to be these basically. That's what it looks like on the picture, just a thicker version of this, which this is, you know, your little LED strip lights that you put in your cabinets, in your fixings and your fittings. I fit them around all my cupboards and things in a little aluminium trim. I thought it was that. But what it really is, you're getting this little Gucci Flage bag, which this isn't the best in the world, but I suppose you don't really use it for that much, and you're probably going to bin this off after a period of time anyway. What you have got is, it's like the old school tape measures you used to get at school, you know, when you're chucking javelin, that kind of thing. And professional athlete that I am. And so what we've got is, you've got this little tie. I used this before to put around the awning, and what I did is you actually unclip it, I put it round a pole, through itself, like so, and then hooked it back on again, which then pulled it on tight. Then what you do is wind it out. And these come in various lengths. They're quite confident with this. They've got videos of them on YouTube chucking, like putting them in flames, things like that. They reckon that they're heat resistant. Yeah, it's just a lot thicker thing. Then what we've got is what I didn't expect. You've got a plug that goes on the end of this that goes into the 12-volt outlet on your vehicle, or you can have it with this adapter here, which they're all nice water resistant fittings. I won't say waterproof, but I would say water resistant. They might be IP rated, but there's 0 point making that IP rated when you've got that on the end of it, just my opinion. Got a power bank with it. Right, this is a 2400 milliamp power bank, so that is a lot of juice. What I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to take this setup when we've got a couple of the lightweight camps, because I've got so much filming gear and things that this actually makes a good power bank on its own. The only criticism I'd have with this one is if they're making it for the outdoor kind of market, if that slides out of a cupboard and hits the deck, there's no kind of shock proofing, so it would be nice if they maybe had a rubberized skin or rubberized coating that goes around it, more like, say, the Ridge Monkey equipment, that kind of thing. So that might be something to take on board. What we can do, there's there's a USB-C, there's USB, there's all kinds of lights and things like that on, but really it's just electric in a box, isn't it? So turn it on. This isn't a button here, this is a touch kind of thing. So you touch that and it nicely turns itself off. Touch it again, it's back on again. And then what we've got is we can just press and hold. We can press and hold and it dims down. So that's more like what you're realistically going to use on a camp, because once it gets dark, you don't want intense lights around your camp. Is press the button, it goes bright again, take my hand off, put my hand on again, it goes dull again. That is a nice feature, I think, and it does make all the difference on a night. So yeah, and tap it again, nice little turn off. So turn that off, stow it away, look which way it's wound. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but then again, decent lighting, it's never going to be the cheapest thing, is it? But yeah, like I say, they sent it out to me. I thought it was going to be cheap and nasty, and I was going to absolutely pull it to bits and break it and all the rest of it. I've used this on a few camps now, and I can't fault it. Really can't fault it. While it's wound up like this as well, if you plug it in and turn it on, it makes this glow amber and this glow red, which if you've got that just in an awning or something like that, it doesn't attract the mozzies, bugs, things like that anywhere near as much as white light does. So that's another little Brucey bonus. So there's some on the comment section of the last video, there's some right good comments about basically spacing that off, which would then give me a bit more room into here to get that pipe on and off. It's not that bad when I can use two hands and I've not got a GoPro in one hand, but yeah, good shout on that one. I think if I do some work on that in the future, I will put spacers on there, because that's yeah, probably about 20 mil or something. Yeah, so quick one. Again, on the theme of why am I driving a great big monstrosity like this? This is with the bed setup. I can drop that out, get a little bit more room, but there's just me in here, so it's not too bad. It's like a 4-foot wide bed, so it's all right. I've got my lighting wherever I need it. I can turn on red lights, you know, when I get to bed. I've got the other green lights that turn off. Clothing up here, odds and sods down here, bit of food. I've got the night heater that blows out under the bed. I've got fridge, cooker, sink, all that stuff. And then over in the top corner there, there's all my daughter's stuff. That drops down, that's another bunk up there for her. And then eventually I'm going to put a bulkhead in, just then replace the big empty space. So if I have to lock the vehicle up, leave the vehicle, get the vehicle recovered, anything like that, I can padlock that door and bolt the bed down so nobody can get in the back. It's kind of security. TV up here with all my memory sticks and stuff with films on. So yeah, and a little toilet that I'm gonna box in for little one. So it's getting there slowly. And like I say, what I can do is now jump out, chuck the chair in, chuck the steps in, close the door, I'm going again. So it's not the greatest thing to drive, but it more than makes up for it when you pull into camp. Right, so in under a minute, we've got that squared away. Got a table, I can sit here, do my editing. I've had it where it's like that. I can sit on the cushion on top of the cool box there. I can cook. I've got the triangular surface area for bad weather and stuff. This then comes round. I can have it over there if I want to, right up to me. Or again, we can have it like this. 2 people can sit and eat. I've had it before where, well, Nick Land Rover photo albums, we've been in sideways snow, top of some mountains in Wales and stuff, cooked some grub, and it's not a bad place to be when the weather's bad. If anything, we had the door open because it was just too warm with 2 blokes and the heater going, so it just kind of work. I need to sort something out with this. This is just a offcut of wood that it fit the right size. This also makes up the bed, so if I just pop this off here, put that out of the way underneath here, that sits on there, cushions go on top. But like I say, need to get a bit better table. And that's pretty much the setup. The next things on the list, not including mechanical with the lockers and the new engine, is going to be new water tank, new gas system, bit of a different kind. I need a bit of a shade round here, so when this door's open, I can have the shower outside, and I definitely want to get that before winter. Yeah, probably put some more modern lights on, because when I got these 5 years ago or whenever it was, these were quite modern, but now I can get some recessed flush nicer ones. But yeah, that's about it. Charging ports everywhere, and switch panel up there doing all the controls. So it's an evolution. Eventually I'm going to rip all this out because it's getting a bit tired now. It's had 5 years of off-road, green laning, camping, living in the woods and stuff, so I'm going to do it again, but instead of steel box section frame under all this so it doesn't move, I can do aluminium. I'm half tempted to change this wood to aluminium as well. Not on the top, but on the sides and the bases and things. Just more modern and things. I mean, when I first did this 5 years ago, no one was putting these interiors in Land Rovers. So I did it, everybody's done it. I want to move on to the next thing now. So yeah, it's an evolution and it works. Right, so that's it. We're going to go out and try and get some shameless Instagram pictures now on the old moorland and fields and things like that, and the abandoned quarry. So just to break down the vehicle now, this is how long it takes pretty much. When I've got my new warning, it'd be 20 seconds, winding that back up, gash bag in, 2 pins on here, lock that in. When I get my new rock sliders, that'll be attached, there'll be a step attached to that, so it'll be close the door, lift that up, put the bolts in, job's done. That's it, we're off. So if it's raining, you want to get off, you get a phone call, something like that, it's no time at all. So although roof tents, things like that, they're nice, they're just like a lot of aggro to me. And because I usually do this kind of thing after work on a Friday, and then I'm back Saturday kind of dinner time, I don't have the time to be setting up a full camp, taking down a full camp, and all the messing about that comes with it. So I've got this pretty efficient now where you can live out the thing, but you can move from location to location very, very quickly and very easily. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, like always, if you can give us a like and if you can give us a comment down below, it lets YouTube know it's a good channel and to promote me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We've got loads of things coming up. We've got a few trips, a few camps with the lads. We've got some bushcraft stealth camps. We're even looking at doing a bit of a stealthy camp with the vehicles and camming them up and stuff. And again, we've got the trailer build, the lorry build, the evolution of this one. So stand by. Links below and to the sides.
We'll see you sexy YouTube mother lovers later.